Greetings, knights and knaves, lords and ladies, 'tis I, your Lord Commander, and welcome back to yet another faction build here in the lands of Calradia. This time around we have something a little bit different planned. We did in fact do our Sturgeon mercenary build recently, but this time around we are actually building a custom Bannerlord faction inspired by the Mandalorians of Star Wars. The great, fully armored warriors, the warrior clans of Mandalore the Great. I think it's going to be really interesting. So, to begin with our faction's culture, I'm kind of debating between the Vlandians and the Empire, just because they kind of work in similar ways. I know that the Mandalorians were defeated by the Empire, the Galactic Empire, in Star Wars. So I don't know how I feel about making them like Imperial by culture. But I was just thinking as far as stats go. Honestly, I think the Vlandians kind of makes more sense, both through lore but also through the stats. Increased renown from battles, increased income while serving as a mercenary, increased production from villages that are bound to castles. And then recruiting lords to armies costs more influence. So what that feels like to me is like very much the warlike nobility of Mandalore and everything like that. And then of course, you know, the minor factions that would find work as mercenaries and bounty hunters throughout the galaxy. As well as this feudalistic system of like villages and castles and everything like that. And if you haven't seen season 3 of The Mandalorian yet, they did in fact hint at Mandalorian castles. We saw a Mandalorian castle at one point within the season. And then of course the Mandalorians have this deep disregard for you know, other nobles or other lords and everything like that. So of course recruiting lords into their army is going to cost a bit more and everything like that. The only reason I even considered the Empire is because of the idea that Mandalore the Great was then split up between these different warring factions the same way that the Calradian Empire was. And I figured also like you can roleplay the 20% less garrison troop wage by like bonds of brotherhood like being enough. Like they don't need as much of a wage because they're very honor bound to fight with one another, the way that the Mandalorians do and everything like that. And then of course being in an army together increases your influence. So having like a massive army of Mandalorians just kind of marching on an enemy castle or an enemy city, you know, flying off into enemy space to take on the Jedi or the Sith or whoever else, you know, I feel like that was really cool. But all in all, I think the Vlandians kind of take the cake, especially because as much as we want to build our independent kingdom of Mandalorians to rebuild Mandalore the Great nation once again, we are in fact going to have to start off very slow, very small as the traveling mercenaries like we do. I don't know what it is, man. Like I know I kind of do the same basic builds over and over again, but there's something about crossbows, horseback, and the Vlandians and being a mercenary that really, you know, speaks to me for some reason. That's also why I like War Tales so much. It's a really good game. It's a little slow, you know, but I actually really enjoy it for what it is. So the Vlandians are the culture for our Mandalorians, and now of course it is time to build our character. So the concept is that you're not going to be able to see his face anyway, because of because this is the way and everything like that. So I guess it doesn't really matter what he looks like, but I would like to build, you know, our custom character anyway. So alrighty lads, so here we have our character. I was really debating whether or not to give him like facial hair, but I feel like not having facial hair would kind of make more sense for him, especially being in the helmet, you know, the entire time. But I did go ahead and give him a little bit of like the clan paint and everything like that. And then I don't know why I really liked like the green eyes for him for some reason. There's something about it. But he looks very menacing. He's very like angry, very serious. Just a constant permanent scowl on his face. I kind of like it. Anywho, moving on, lads. Now it is time to make our character's background. So the concept of this guy is that he's actually not a foundling. He is part of the Mandalorian culture. He was brought up by Mandalorian parents, but he didn't really adopt the way until after the fall of Mandalore at the hands of the Empire. So I'm thinking we make him quite like very high ranking. Like his family was very up there in nobility and everything like that. Among the higher tier clans of Mandalore, Mandalore the Great. So let's make his parents Baron's retainers. Your father was a bailiff for a local feudal magnate. He looked after his liege's estates, resolved disputes in the village, and helped train the village levy. He rode with the Lord's cavalry, fighting as an armored knight. So essentially, he's just another high-ranking officer of the Mandalorian infantry and everything like that. He rode with the Lord's cavalry, which means most likely he was trained in the way of the Rising Phoenix, which, for those of you who have not seen the Mandalorian yet, that makes them proficient in the use of jetpacks. Almost forgot to move myself out of the way. Sorry about that, lads. That way you can see the stats that we're working on. Being born to a Baron's retainers, this gives us +1 to our polearm skill, which is mastery of the spear, lance, and staff, as well as +1 to riding, and then +1 to our social skill as well, which is quite interesting because the Mandalorians, as we know them now, are not very sociable at all. But this hopefully will help give us a leg up when it comes to dealing with other warlords and trying to finagle a little extra credits out from our clients and everything like that when we become professional mercenaries and whatnot. Moving on, our early childhood, we were noted for, I would say, our brawn. I kind of want to give ourselves like a bit of strength early on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're very heavy-handed. We thought very much with our fists, you know, head first into combat and into conflicts and everything like that. We weren't very tolerant or intelligent growing up, at least from a very young age. This will kind of help to build that idea that we were brought up under a Mandalorian household. The traditional Mandalorian values definitely were that of, you know, strength and combat prowess and everything like that. And then, of course, like, I feel a huge, like, kind of connection, now that I think about it, between the Mandalorians of Star Wars and the Spartans of ancient Greece. The way that they would train their young by pitting them to fight against one another. And then, of course, you know, the father of the household beating down on the small children. Not, like, abusively or anything, but, like, you know, they would just brawl it out. They would duke it out sometimes because they valued that combat prowess and that strength. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that would definitely give our young man a leg up in his Mandalorian culture for sure. For sure. As an adolescent, like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also, what kind of job did our young Mandalorian do prior to the downfall of the Empire, prior to the downfall of Mandalore? Now here's where I kind of feel myself splitting up, because there's a lot of really good ways that we can do this lore-wise. So we can go the route of the armorer Mandalorian and make him he repaired projects as an adolescent, because that'll give us increased smithing skills and engineering. So siege tactics, you know, which again kind of plays into the idea of that warlike culture of Mandalore, you know, and really increasing his combat prowess as well. As well as giving him the opportunity to be a pretty great blacksmith as well. You know what I'm saying? Much like the armorer of Mandalore, crafting the best armors and weapons of the Mandalorians. So there's that. However, I was also thinking making him gather small herbs in the wild will, one, teach him medicine, but also teach him scouting, which brings me to, again, Season 3 of The Mandalorian, where Din Djarin is explaining to Grogu about how learning maps was a key instrument in the training of young Mandalorians. You had to know how to read maps. You had to be able to find your way and everything like that. So I feel myself kind of being drawn to that one, and I feel like he wouldn't be happy about it. I feel like this is probably going to be our best play here, because our young man, even into his adulthood, is going to be a very bitter, very angry, not so much ruthless or cruel, but just very serious, you know, temperament, very stoic, you know, in a way. I feel like as a young child, as an adolescent, his parents kind of forced the role of out there gathering herbs and, you know, forced to read maps. So he kind of like sits there and he like folds his arm and kind of throws a little fit. He's like, I wanted to go out and fight, you know, my friends are out there like, you know, beating each other up. I wanted to go fight in the pits or whatever. And his parents kind of forced him to sit down and read maps as a child, which, you know, in the end, in the long run, would most definitely kind of give him a bit of a boost to his training as a young Mandalorian. So I'm definitely gonna choose that one, I think. As our youth, as a youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. You, again, there are just so many great options here. Served as a baron's groom. Your family arranged you to accompany a minor baron of the Vlandian kingdom. You were not given major responsibilities, mostly carrying messages and tending to his horse, but it did give you a chance to see how campaigns were planned, sorry, and men were deployed in battle. I think that would help out immensely for his leadership. However, I don't think that he was very favored as a Mandalorian, you know, or as a young Mandalorian. His is not a very well-known clan, even among the clans that do remain, the few that do remain. You know, like the clans of Vizsla and Kryze and Kryze or whatever, you know, Bo-Katan, her clan, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't believe that he's going to be very well known. So I don't think serving as like a high-ranking Mandalorian squire would really make sense here. Training with the cavalry seems pretty interesting because that means that as a young man, he was trained early on in the ways of the Rising Phoenix. That will also give us an increase to polearm damage. However, I'm also starting to think how this build would work because the Mandalorians do mostly use a lot of technological gadgets that we don't see here in Bannerlord. So what I'm thinking is instead of blasters, they would obviously have like a ton of ranged weapons. So we would be very ranged heavy in this build, whereas in the mercenary, the Sturgeon mercenary build, we were very infantry heavy. So I'm really trying to think this one out. Very few of the remaining Mandalorians are trained in, you know, the Rising Phoenix. And those of them that are, you know, having access to that, that level of technology and that, you know, especially after the conquest of the Empire, would definitely be a bit harder to obtain. So I don't want him to be like overly skilled at riding or, you know, the Rising Phoenix. So maybe not the cavalry. So I'm thinking we might end up doing stood guard with the garrisons. Urban troops spend much of their time guarding the town walls. Most of their training was in missile weapons, especially useful during sieges. So what this makes me think of is that maybe he wasn't like, despite being a very small clan, he wasn't like an outskirts kind of Mandalorian. He was a city Mandalorian back when Mandalore was still a mighty and powerful independent planet. And so this will help give him an increase to crossbow, which I think will end up being our long-range weapon of choice. Just because, you know, if you look up like the Mandalorian on Pinterest, there's a lot of like medieval renditions of the Mandalorian, and most of the time they are armed with like a crossbow to replace like the rifle or the blasters that are typically the weapon of choice for most Mandalorians within Star Wars. But this will also give him an increased knowledge of engineering, which will definitely help when it comes to laying siege to the castles and the cities of the Empire and everything like that, which I think will also be our main aspiration in this for a build like this one, especially for a young, spiteful, and very bitter-hearted Mandalorian man. He's definitely going to have a bit of vengeance against the Empire for sure. So I think that one might be our chosen youth for sure. His young adulthood, however. Before you set off for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was... So my three choices here, or the ones that I would choose, are either defeating an enemy in battle, because obviously like the combat prowess is the most appreciated trait of a Mandalorian, being able to take on an enemy. And I feel like as a young adult, being able to do that pretty early on, especially if it was against the might of the Empire. Imagine this young Mandalorian boy, just fresh out of the recruits and everything like that, and he's able to jump into the fight and takes down a heavily trained Imperial officer or an Imperial soldier and such like that, and then is able to escape with both his life, his gear, and the remainder of his clan. I feel like that would be very interesting. That will also give him a big increase to his vigor and his combat skills as a whole. However, I'm also thinking he led a successful manhunt, which kind of goes more of the routes of the bounty hunter and the mercenary. This will give him increased cunning as well as tactics and leadership, which I think would be very interesting, especially for the build. If you're going more for the routes of the hardened professional, like bounty hunter of a Mandalorian, like we see with Boba Fett and, you know, even Jango Fett, he wasn't very like loyal to Mandalore. He was just very much after his money, and he had his you know, his clients that he served and whatnot. So that one's definitely an interesting build. And then of course, I'm also thinking hunted a dangerous animal. Because a lot of what you see in The Mandalorian, the show, is that they're able to handle themselves very efficiently against a lot of the wildlife that they find surrounding themselves, especially on such a dangerous planet such as Mandalore. You know, they have the mythosaur that honestly haven't really been seen since like a bygone era, but still, you know, such dangerous creatures. Like the early ages of Mandalorians, they built their name off of hunting down and even taming and riding creatures such as the mythosaur. So I feel like that one would be pretty interesting as well. This gives us an increase to polearm damage and our crossbow again, so that would definitely help out with that idea of being a hardened, like, sharpshooter kind of Mandalorian. However, I am gonna go for the defeated an enemy in battle, because for this particular playthrough, or this particular build, I'm thinking more of like he is the hardened soldier of war. He's doing jobs here and there, but he doesn't want to like sully himself by like declaring for a nation that he feels is lesser than that of what Mandalore used to be. And as a result, he's forced to kind of carry on the legacy of his clan and carry his banner as a mercenary, as a lowly mercenary, finding work and making up money and credits where he could in order to rebuild the name and the fame of his once great nation and culture. So that's definitely something that I want to have highlighted here in this build. But of course, the choice is up to you. This is just what I chose to do. This is more supposed to just be me kind of talking it out with you guys so that you guys can figure out a way that this build kind of sets it up the best way for you. But anyway, moving on. And then starting age, we're going to set him at 30, but then I'm going to use my my mod. Oh, no, I'm not, actually. I think 30 is kind of the perfect range here, because that gives him just enough age. It's like we're here in the early ages of the Empire being set up still, and we're still kind of moving our way through and trying to maneuver the new like political era that we find ourselves in, all these unsettling times within the galaxy, so to speak. So these are our stats. Nothing super crazy. We're not very cunning, and our control is actually kind of low. We're very much a hand-to-hand combat kind of Mandalorian. Maybe we're not the best aim, but that's because we're a little bit bigger. And then of course, like we're not so much a heavy Mandalorian like Pax Vizsla with his big ass like laser minigun thing. But perhaps we're like one of those clans among that of the Vizslas that fought against the Jedi and used a lot of you know, hand-to-hand combat. And so maybe that's something that we were more trained with in our youth and then growing up into our adult age. So I like that. We're going to start off at the age of 30. And now time to create our custom Mandalorian banner. So I will see you guys in just a moment.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, lads. That took quite a bit of time, I'm not going to lie. I was really struggling with this one because a lot of the reference photos I pulled up for you know, Mandalorian sigils, Mandalorian banners, a lot of it was actually very much like this. Like it was one solid color on a flat background. Occasionally there'll be like stripes or circles in the background, very imperialistic looking, which is quite odd. but it was basically like either all red on a black background or all red on a black background, or you know, a combination of the different ones. There were a lot of different like color combinations to utilize, but this essentially is what the final result looks like. There we go. So the background piece is kind of hard to see, but I have like the upside down laurels and then this kind of pointillism or like a line work kind of thing in the background. All in all, I think it's a pretty solid design. There is like a lot of detail. It is kind of Star Wars-y the way I try to make it. All in all, I think it looks great. It doesn't look, you know, too great on the shield. I think also the shield is just kind of really shitty. But the banner looks pretty fantastic. I actually really like the way that this looks. Yeah, man, all in all, like, this weird Mandalorian style creature, I have no idea what it is. We can come up with some fake name for it if you want. I think it's actually pretty badass. So I did kind of look up what kind of colors to utilize and what significance it had in the Mandalorian culture. So black equals justice, gold is vengeance, and then gray is mourning a lost love, and red is honoring a parent. So in a way, just from the use of colors here, we have the pursuit of vengeance and justice against the Empire, honoring their the lost loved ones, the loss of a parent, by becoming the true Mandalorian that they always trained him to become. So I'm very excited to see this man in action. So this here looks definitely a lot better than the way it's being portrayed up here. I really like the way it looks. All in all, I think the colors match really well. I think that the composition is really nice. It seems very Star Wars-y, very Mandalorian in my opinion. Maybe it's got a little too many details in like the main sigil piece itself. But all in all, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really fucking cool. All right, and we've named our clan the Clan Arda. I'm not entirely sure what brought it to mind. I just know that Arda is what they call the physical realm of Earth in Lord of the Rings. You know, so we live here on Earth in Lord of the Rings. They live on Arda, or in Arda, you know. I don't know why, but I kind of liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. And then our character's name, he is Zeth Arda. His name is Zeth Arda, the leader of Clan Arda. I think that's pretty cool. He's pretty menacing. I'm really excited to see him jump into combat and really test out this build. But of course, we also have to build our custom troops. Very nice. And here we are. The Clan Arda has landed outside of the ancient city of Sargo, here on the planet of Calradia. But now, of course, it is time to customize our unique troop tree and our absolutely unique Mandalorian units for this build. So this is going to be quite a long and arduous process, but I will see you guys in the end result.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, lads. At long last, we have a very basic troop tree, actually. Though every single one of the troops here are quite versatile. But again, that took entirely too long. It took me like 5 hours just to get this right. Just because, like, I was really trying to force myself to stick to the concept of, like, you know, you don't show your face, you always have your helmets on, like, no matter what. But then I ran into the issue of, like, I don't want my lowest tier troops to have, like, some badass, like, heavily armored knight helmet. And then none of the chainmail, like, closed mail helmets really looked well. So it was really difficult trying to find that balance. But I finally have settled upon the perfect troop tree. So starting with, of course, the foundling. They are very basic. They come armed with a basic mace, a collection of different weapons, you know. They're still in training, you know, they are our foundlings. And then, of course, the throwing daggers, which I kind of took inspiration from, like, the darts that you shoot from, like, the wrist, you know, because they shoot out in, like, groups of 3s, you know, or you can, like, really only load them in 3 at a time. So I thought that was pretty cool. I gave them 3 sets of them, so they've got 9 total. But otherwise, they're pretty much just armed with, like, real basic weapons. Couple one-handed weapons, yeah. Arming swords, spiked maces, and, like, a hatchet, and then 1, like, short spear. pretty lightly armored. They've got a couple of different presets to their armor design. I think they look pretty good. From the foundling comes the apprentice. Now these titles and these ranks do come from actual Mandalorian rank and file. I literally just Googled, you know, Mandalorian ranks and titles in order, and it came from foundling, apprentice to Mandalorian, and then I kind of just made up the last two. But the apprentice starts to begin their training with accuracy and precision. So I granted them the you know, a Beskar steel spear, you know, like from the Mandalorian, which I thought was pretty badass. And then of course a bow and a couple of sets of arrows. They look pretty decent. They've got a couple of different presets as well. I really like the way that they look. I think they're pretty badass. One notable apprentice is Sabine Wren from Rebels. She's like 15 at the time, but she is technically an apprentice Mandalorian at that point. And then we have the full-blown Mandalorian warriors. These guys are pretty badass. So I gave them quite a few different loadouts, just because I liked how in the newest season of Mandalorian they had like just the huge like number of like crazy variety of Mandalorians, like different helmets, different paint schemes, different colors, different armor types. I thought it was really badass. These guys are equipped with the basic blaster crossbow and just a basic, you know, Mandalorian steel sword. And then from there we have the sharpshooters, the owl. You know, well, I mean, there wasn't really like a good owl shaped like helmet that really fit with the design that we were shooting for. So I figured like these would be like the Mandalorians with the like the owl style helmets like Bo-Katan has, which I thought was pretty cool. The sharpshooters deal specifically with accuracy and precision, deadly precision. So they have a noble longbow and 2 sets of piercing arrows, as well as a knight lance to keep them armed. They do have a couple of different presets, one with a hood and a cloak, and then one with like a mail shoulder piece to give them like a little additional armor. And they are all women, which I thought was pretty cool. And then lastly, we have the heavy Mando. Pretty self-explanatory. The only difference between the two is that one of them has the tarbird over the plate armor, and then the other one has the plate armor with the rondelles. And I gave them a Vogue and a kite shield. That way, whenever we do get high enough in our level to have some heavy Mandos in our party, they can be like the shield wall formation for us, as well as the you know, the polearm. But in addition, I also gave them 2 sets of Jarids, which look like, you know, the really cool like heavy weaponry on the back, you know, either the missile launcher or like, you know, whatever else that they have hanging off their back. I think they're really cool looking, and I'm really excited to see these guys in combat. Eventually the goal is to try and get some mounted troops as well. We're gonna just turn some of these Mandalorians into mounted Mandalorians, and we're just gonna call them the Rising Phoenix. You know, they're gonna be really straightforward as well, probably just like 1 tier like all the way through, honestly. But otherwise, I'm very excited to see like where this goes next. And we already have 4 foundlings with us and 1 apprentice, and then of course ourself, Zeth Arda, who has no Mandalorian armor to speak of, so we definitely have to work on that. But without further ado, we have 6 lads with us. There's a party of 9 mountain bandits. Yeah, and 3 more over here. Let's take these guys. Nice. Fight me, you bastard bandits. This should be interesting. I don't know how to roleplay as a Mandalorian, you know? They don't really have, like, accents. And I can't really talk, like, through a helmet. So it makes it a little difficult, you know?
Hear me! Kill them all! Yeah!
Yeah, let's just send all our lads to charge in there. Go on, lads. Yeah, our apprentice Mandalorian. That's awesome. And all our foundlings. Have at them, lads. They look so menacing. Running after them with their throwing daggers. That's crazy. There they are. There's the bastards. Ow. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. Just came up and stabbed him from the back. That's crazy. That was actually a really bad fight, but I'm also just really fucking slow right now. Alright, so I'm going to continue through the rise and grind of the early levels of this game, and then we will continue on our journey. Once we get a little bit further, once we're able to start a mercenary company, I will be able to show you guys a couple of those highlights so that we can, you know, we can skip through a lot of the boring, like, starting positions shit, you know what I'm saying?
3 weeks later.
Alrighty, lads. So it has been several weeks since we've played this campaign and continued our progress. We've made quite a bit of progress, though, however, so allow me to show you our newest setup. I did give him, we started off with these, the plate pauldrons, but then I switched it out for this, western furred cape. I thought it was pretty cool. Seems very lordly. It's something that I feel like a medieval style Mandalorian would wear. Of course, he's got the full head to toe, like, Beskar steel outfit, with his wonderful helmet. I wish there was a little bit more, like, color to his, you know, to his outfit and everything like that. Something to really show off, like, the crest, the colors of his family's clan and his house and everything like that. But that's alright, honestly. I'm not tripping about it. I also switched up our weapon loadout a tad bit. He is essentially the heavy Mando that we have in our party, you know. Then that's because I traded the gear with another one of our men. This is Zalos the Loyalist. I set him kind of in like the all leather outfit with the I didn't have another like masked helmet for him, unfortunately, so I kind of just gave him the hood to keep him in within the confines of the tradition of never removing your helmet or showing your face. And as a result, I figured being in the all leather kind of gives me like he's kind of like a training dummy kind of vibes. So I figured we'd make him the unofficial leader of training our newest foundlings and everything like that. So that's pretty interesting. I did in fact trade all of his gear over to us, but you know, it is what it is. That's pretty much what I do. So so I decided that we do have quite a bit of troops now. We have about 60 troops in our max party, which is pretty cool. We've done a ton of jobs here and there, and we've grown so much in our combat prowess that certain members of other clans and other nations have started to reach out to us asking for our help as a mercenary. They're offering us work as a mercenary rather than us going and offering our swords. So I'm hoping we can get another one of those to pop up pretty soon. But until that time, let us continue to do some odd jobs. Deathwaita the Viper's associates captured by bounty hunters. Okay, we're gonna do this one real quick.
Well now, stranger.
Skip the pleasantries, woman. I'm here for work. Thank you. Where are we headed? Right over here. Perfect. But while we're on our way to do that, I figured we could check here at the Kingdoms tab and see who's at war with whom. The Azerai don't really need us. The Battanians are at war with the Western Empire. Whoops. The Khuzaits aren't really at war. The Northern Empire, not really at war. Sturges at war with the Vlandians. The Vlandians are at war with the Sturgeons. And the Western Empire is at war with the Battanians. So, hopefully somebody will reach out for us, and offer us some work. Very nice. Oh. Yeah, look at these wonderful heavy Mandos. Like, these guys are really cool. Not bad. And then, of course, Zalos the Loyalist. Yeah, lots of heavy Mandos. That's awesome. It's just a full squad of heavies. That's pretty amazing. I'm actually very excited for this. So, all troops, follow me, lads. Let's see about getting some kills with our new stuff. Level up our skills a bit. Hiya. Ooh, headshot right off the bat. That's fucking amazing. We're absolutely devastating right now. I can't pick him back up after I've tossed him. That's right. Damn, that's a shame. Follow me, lads, for the glory of House Arda. Clan Arda, that's right. They don't call them houses, they call them clans. For the glory of Clan Arda. Alright, give me my shield back, that's fine. Stab. Nice, there we go. Getting some stuff done, not bad. I like it because these Jarids are kind of like our, like the homing missiles on the back. Oh, what the? Oh no. Obviously they're not homing missiles in the game, but... Right then, lad. There we go. There we go, yeah. I was like, don't get punked around by a couple of bandits. Like, come on now. We are Mandalorians, damn it. This is the way. With me, lads, with me. Hold on, let's see if I can't get him from here. Hiya! I got him right in his ankle. Hiya! Ooh. Stab. Ooh, that's amazing. Zeth Arda has gained a level. Let's go, lads. The mighty heavy Mandalorian from Clan Arda. That's crazy. Look at these mad lads. They look so fucking good. Like, I want some color like this guy. Like, look at that. He's got that black and red going on. It's pretty badass. Alright, lads. Nice. There's quite a few of them still. Or, what, like 2 of them? Anywho. Alright, no shield. Let's get in there. Hello, lads. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh! Ooh, let's go. Clan Arda, the headhunters. Let's go, lads. Yeah, the headhunters. That's pretty cool. We've gone full, like, bounty hunter. Hiya! Oh, that was cool. Very nice, lads. Now I'm out of ammunition, however. Oh, is that not it? Ah, I see. Okay. I feel foolish. My bad. Oh, damn. I got caught by the fishing net. No! Hello, sir. Oh, shit. Open fire, lads. That was beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to see. How about we settle this one-on-one? I don't fight duels with brigands. Oh my god. How about we settle this one-on-one? I don't fight duels with brigands. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. We're bringing him in cold, lads. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's faster than me. There we go. That's alright. I've got better armor than him, though. Nice. Very nice, lads. They almost fucking wrecked my ass. That was scary. Alright, so the Battanians and the Northern Empire at war. I know, being a Mandalorian type build, we were role-playing that we hate the Empire because of the, you know, the destruction of our home world of Mandalore and everything like that. But I think part of our build here is really centered and focused on survival. So not really pitting ourselves up with any of these other nations or factions, you know, that take up a majority of, like, the continent and everything like that, simply as a means of survival. But we do have to go out and search for work, and seeing how powerful and how strong the Galactic Empire is, perhaps posing as Imperial sympathizers would definitely help. And of course, you know, we'll gain us a ton of credits, a ton of dinars in the process. So let us stop in Lucan's army.
That's close enough.
Yeah, it's Emperor Lucan himself. Ah, to the Emperor. We're delivering our oath to the Emperor. Or signing a contract, at least. They know me as Zeth Arda, leader of Clan Arda of Mandalore. I am Lukon, rightful emperor of the Calradians. I am Lord of Ardgoron and Diadma. I will also always listen to a man of integrity. Yeah, I don't care. There's something I'd like to discuss. I would like to enter your service. My sword is yours for the right sum. 161 dinars, I'll take it. As long as the dinars keep flowing, so will the blood of your enemies. I feel like that's something Boba Fett would say, you know, when he got hired by Darth Vader, you know. Anyway, I must leave now, my lord. I certainly don't believe we have enough to take on this gargantuan troop. But there are also a ton of defenders here, so I figured we'll just wait for more reinforcements to arrive, and maybe then we'll be able to actually. Yeah, there we go. They attack. Yeah, we're pretty even. You know, there's 1,700 of us and there's 1,400 of them. Let's do it. Hell yeah, dude! Finally, got some proper mercenary work, and we're gonna be making plenty of credits for a job such as this one, especially teaming up and being so close with the Empire. Best way to hide from your enemies is to be right under their noses, right in plain sight. And it's not like they don't know that we're Mandalorians, but so long as we pose as Imperial sympathizers, everything will be fine. Beautiful. So I'm just going to send all my troops to follow their commanders. Yeah! Looks like it's going to be another proper bridge battle, lads. Much like the Battle of Two Bridges in the Delta Massacre, you know, in our Amber Dawn series. Who knows? I don't know if we're actually gonna hold ourselves here, because it looks like we might just be going straight for it, to be honest. Oh yeah, their cavalry's back there. Come on, let's get their horse archers. Nice. We gotta be careful. Their archers are literally right there for us. Oh, they baited us. No. Come on, warriors of Clan Arda. There we go. Very nice. Slice. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Good block. Good block. Hiya. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to fall for that, but that's fine. Ah, damn. Come on, lads. Hi. Yeah. Oh, damn. Not enough reach. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Just like smacked him with it. We're not very fast with the on the swing here, but we also haven't leveled up our polearm skill a whole lot either. So it's definitely something we're gonna have to keep an eye out for. Nice, lots of green. Okay, we're out here combating and everything like that. It's fine. Ah, I missed. Ah, damn. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they're pushing forward. A lot more of their cavalry just spawned in too, so we're gonna have to be careful here. Aw, damn. I feel like the Battanians are kind of like the Wookiees, you know, from Kashyyyk. All this great green. Aw, Sane! I killed Sane. Nice, there we go. That was a Bethag. Carfeed is down. Very nice. We're taking out the Lords of Battania. Slice! Slice! Aw. Yeah, we're not too great at riding. Our maneuverability is just not there right now. Alright, you little shit. Nice. This is definitely a very interesting kind of build, if I'm being honest. Not exactly what I expected it to turn out like, but this is also very, very cool either way. A ton of fun for roleplay, but it is very roleplay heavy, because obviously there's not a whole lot in here to make the Mandalorian style, you know, way of living as far as game mechanics go. Oh, here comes their cavalry. Oh, gentlemen, gentlemen. You face a Mandalorian knight now, lads. The leader of Clan Arda. among the final clans remaining from the destruction of Mandalore. Hiya! There we go. Hiya! Ow. Hiya! Alright. I'm just like throwing it into the wind at this point. There we go. Kill the bastards, lads. He's out here like really laying it on thick too. He's not much of a sneak thief or like a man of intrigue or anything like that, but he knows how to play his part very well, you know. So he's out here like for the Empire, you know, for the glory of the Emperor. You know, really laying it on thick. Very nice. Oh. Sorry, the like headphone cord keeps tickling the back of my neck. Oh damn, that's a lot of bad guys over there. Slice! Slice! Very nice. Oh, and there's still so many of them on the bridge too. That's crazy. Very nice. There we go. Very nice. We're getting some stuff done. Not too bad, lads. Oh no, they're pikes. Oh no, ride! Ride, Zeth Arda. No, no, ride! Go, you dumb fuck! Oh my god. That was so fucking stressful. Okay, yeah, we got a blast. We're like way too out. Oh no, I got caught by the fucking trees. That's the only downside to fighting against the Battanians, is that the trees are always working for the Battanians. Hello? Yeah, I was about to say I can't see shit because of all these trees, dude. Jesus. It's pretty close. It's a pretty close fight. Are any of my own men out there? We've got 34 of my troops. Nice. They've only killed one of ours so far. A heavy Mando. Nice. Yeah, it's nearly done. I feel like we got it pushed. Yeah, there goes a shit ton more. Very nice. Damn. Yeah, we got him pushed to the bridge. The voice cracks today, man. Jesus. Oh, they're pushing out. The Battanians are pushing out. Oh my god, it's lethal. But in the end, it belongs to the Empire. Few can withstand the strength of the Empire. Oh, but their archers are going to tear us up. Oh, they just got a shit ton more, too. Oh, shit. I forgot just how big this battle was. Oh, there's more of them coming from both sides. What the fuck? Where did all these people come from? Like, where is their spawn at? Oh, no, they're behind us now. Oh, no. We're cut off. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Oh, it's brutal, but that archer line is fucking tearing us up right now. This is lethal. Like, this is a tough battle to watch. Go on, lads. Get in there. Yeah, they've still only killed the one of ours. There we go. All of our troops are now in there. Very nice. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. We got 35 skill levels with our polearm, and then 33 for our, what's it called? Our riding skill. But Patron has died on the battlefield. That's crazy. Damn. It's kind of sad. Sorry. Sorry, Patron. Emperor Lucan, you turned up just in You turned up just in time, Zeth Arda. I will not forget your help. I'm glad. So long as the credits keep rolling, Emperor, I cannot. Very cool. Not bad, lads. Very not bad indeed. So the Empire is doing quite well against our Battanian enemies, which is not terrible. They've got to go replenish their troops. We, however, are not so unfortunate. My Lord Fiarid. Ooh, they almost caught us between
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
I am Zeth Arda of Clan Arda. I am Fjared of the Fen Penrake. The fame of our family is second to none in the songs of the Battanians. The Empire demands your surrender, and we, the Mandalorians of Clan Arda, are here to carry that out. Only 3 cavalry, but they've got 66 infantry. And if all of those troops are spearmen, we're gonna be in a bit of trouble. So we're definitely gonna have to be careful here. Anywho, since they do have the numbers on us, I believe they're gonna come at us, which is perfectly fine. The terrain is not exactly the best. There is just like a shit ton of trees everywhere, so our mounted troops are gonna be pretty much useless here. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, get our infantry here, and we'll just hold here for them to come at us, if I'm being honest. They might not, actually, because it says the balance of power is in our favor. So here's what I'm thinking.
Hear me! Spread out! Warriors! Onward!
Yeah, we'll get them to engage the enemy.
Warriors! Onward!
And then as we get closer, we can read the terrain from there. Honestly, might not need the shields anymore either, so we can get a one-handed weapon perhaps. But it's because I gave us the skill upgrade that gives us increased swing speed with polearm weapons. Yeah, 63 pike infantry, so that's going to be very interesting. Oh, I just barely missed him. There we go. Oh, took his arm off. The Battanian scouts. Come on. Nice. We're just gonna sit here and harass their archers real quick. No big deal. Oh, he pulled out the two-handed axe. That man's scary. We're out here just executing these highborn youths. Very nice. None can stand against the Empire. Or the Mandalorians. Alright, it seems that their archer's been pretty much taken care of, so let's come over here, start picking on their infantry a little bit. Hiya! Ah, I see not all of their archers have been dealt with. Very cool. There we go. Come on, lads. You face the warriors of House Arda. Come on, lads. For the glory of the Empire. And for credits, of course, of course. For the Empire, for Mandalore, and for credits. For the coverts. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Zeth Arda is a brutal Imperial enforcer right now. That's crazy. A brutal Mandalorian warrior.
Look at them run!
Very nice. They did wound 5 of our troops, but that's alright. In the way of the Mandalore, every scar is a lesson. Every defeat, a valuable lesson taught. You know? So it's fine. You fought well. Nah, I don't want to let him free. We are the Empire after all, so let's take his ass with us. Alright, we're gonna do a good old-fashioned village raid, you know? Really embracing this idea of being part of the Empire. That should be pretty interesting. So we attack. Unfortunately, a lot of the villagers have, you know, have risen up to face against us, so this should be quite interesting. Putting down these poor villagers in the name of the Empire.
Yeah, yeah!
There we go, lads. Have at them. There we go. Get in there, lads. We've got a lot of foundlings. Very nice. Ooh. Come on, lads. All right. Very nice. Ooh, that was a good fucking shot. Very nice. Alright, I'll call that a win, not bad. We sure did, foundlings, we sure did. Nice. The pillaging is going quite well, or the raiding, I suppose. We're not really pillaging, are we? But our Northern Empire lords don't really seem to be faring too well against the Battanian rebel scum. That's alright. It's unfortunate for them, but not quite my concern. I'm making gold. You know, I'm making credits off the job that they asked for, so... Oh! Wrath's party. Yeah, he's right on our tail. 3.6, we're at 2.3. They're probably going to catch us. That's fine. It's going to be a tough fight.
Out there. So, tell me who I fight.
I am Zeth Arda of Clan Arda of Mandalore. And who are you? I am Wrath of the Fen Gryffindor, one of the most ancient lineages of the Battanians. I've heard of your name. People speak of your deeds. It is good to finally meet. Of course, of course. Yield or we shall attack. The Mandalorians of Clan Arda do not yield. We will fight until our last drop of blood. Very well. Death before dishonor. Aye, this is the way. A little cheesy, I know, but I like it. This should be interesting. I have no idea what we're walking into, but it's a bridge battle, so if we can take the advantage on the bridge pretty early on, I think we should be pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Onwards!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to come at us, which is fine. Honestly, that's kind of what we want. But we can wait for them.
Yeah!
I kind of want to meet out their cav. The few troops that they have. Ouch. Nice. The rebels send out scouts, lads. Take them down. Ah, you fucker. Ooh, that was close. Came sneaking up on me, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought, little bitch. Nice. Alright. Cav's done. Not bad. There we go, our apprentice is getting kills. Not bad.
Hear me! Leave no one breathing!
There we go, lads.
Warriors!
Yeah. Not bad. The Rising Phoenix, lads. Damn. They didn't really have a shield wall, did they? It is pretty much just a peasant army, it looks like.
Hear me! Moving! Riders! Charge!
Yeah, send in our cavalry, melee cavalry. Alright, can't aim, that's fine. Oh my god. Nice. Alright. Hiya! Damn, just right into the horde and nothing. There we go.
Soldiers! Cut them down!
There we go. Send all our troops in there. Nice. Nice. There's very few of them left. Alright. Ah, damn, the trees. I told you, the trees. They work against us. Yeah, little bastard. Alright, last man. Nice. Who's left? Just a few people. Nice. Very nice. Our lads are getting kills, man. Here they go. Nice. Victory, lads. Another great victory for Clan Arda. That was beautiful. Huge fucking numbers, dude. Us winning a massive battle like that, you know, being quite outnumbered, will give us a lot of renown, which will in turn give us a lot of money. You are my prisoner now, young man. Alright, let's see if we can't go back and finish this this raid. Oh, a Rodweir is also nearby. Let's get out of here. Let's stop by Sargo to drop off all this loot, and then we can ride out to meet the man. Alright, no avoiding it. Let's have that Rodweir.
Stop there, stranger.
Shut your mouth and face me, for the glory of the Empire. Nice. 106 infantry, 20 ranged. Not bad, but we could get absolutely smacked here, so definitely have to be careful. Alright, they're just right out there in the open for us once again, so I think we should back our troops up at least a little bit, so that we can have the open terrain. Very nice. Then we shall wait for them to come at us, so that we can have the open terrain to utilize our mounted troops. Look at all these mad lads, dude. All these heavy phoenixes. Very nice.
Horse!
Very cool. Then all our rising phoenixes as well. Fucking beautiful. That's awesome. And then, of course, our Mandalorians, lads. Very nice. So many Mandalorians. They look so good, these mad lads. Warriors of Clan Arda, we faced an enemy much stronger than what we've seen in quite some time. That enemy is the Empire, the very Empire in which we serve. But make no mistake, vengeance for the destruction of Mandalore shall be ours. For the time being, we must all play our parts. All of you hold fire. Waste not a shot until they're within sight of us. Nice.
Warriors! Archers! Horses! Warriors! Release arrows! Hear me! Arrows! Cavalry! Engage! Horsemen! Soldiers! Leave not a one breathing!
There we go. Now we can get cavalry to charge in there.
Hear me!
No, open fire, you fools! I wanted them to go around them so they could get behind the shield wall. Oh, no. Not bad. Alright. Nice. Ooh, ooh. Oh, less nice, less nice. Got a blast. Ooh, very nice. Nice. They're getting some shit done, these lads. Oh no! For the glory of Mandalore! You shall not win here. Yeah. Ooh. Very nice.
Engage the enemy!
How about them, lads? Hiya! Alright. I'm not the greatest at throwing weapons, you know, but we also just started using them, so I'm honestly not too terribly worried about it. Ooh, shit. There's still quite a few of them running off into the woods. Ah. Nice. Sorry. My bad, lads. Y'all kind of caught me off on an off day, you know. I do apologize for that, lads. Hiya! Ah, fucker. Good shot. Kind of mad they took my kill, but that's alright. Good shot, lads. Who's left? Like, can we end the battle now? There we go. We can. Thank God. Oi. Not bad, lads. Very not bad indeed. Oh, we're being hunted down now. The Battanian lords, the rebel lords, are hunting down the servants of the Empire, including us lowly Mandalorians. They're really on our ass. We also leveled up, so now we've got a max party of 75. But look at that, we're making a shit ton of money right now. That's fucking beautiful. I am Zeth Arda, leader of Clan Arda of Mandalore. And who are you? I am Finnegan of the Fenpenrake, one of the ancient lineages of the Battanians. Anywho, we have the advantage of you. Yield? No. Fight me, you coward. Oh boy.
Soldiers! Cease shooting!
Yeah, hold fire for now, lads. Yeah, we're gonna put our foundlings right out there on the front lines. Let them really get a taste of combat for the first time. That's beautiful.
Warrior, shoot at will!
Oof, those throwing daggers, man. Jesus.
Infantry! Archer! Riders! Hear me! Kill them all! Warriors! Attack! Horsemen! Cut them down!
There you go, lads. Now you have the order to kill. How about them, lads? Yeah, our rising phoenixes. Aw, damn. Just cuts right through them. Their defenses are rendered useless to our rising phoenix. Our Mandalorians trained in the way of the phoenix. Alright, have at them, lads. Get in there, foundlings. Earn your helmet, lads. There we go. Ah, Finnegan's killed one of our foundlings. Nice. Whew. Very nice, lads. Got his ass. Very nicely done. Yeah, they killed 2 of our foundlings. That's quite sad. That's alright, lads. That is alright. Not all the foundlings that we have will survive their training, for sure. For sure. You are my prisoner now, my lord. Thank you. Nice. Lots of level ups. And there you have it, lads. The Knights of Mandalore, the Clan of Arda, of Old Mandalor, out here being the best goddamn mercenary that we can be. Making a shit ton of money right off the bat. Almost 40,000 dinars now. Like, that's fucking insane, dude. That's absolutely insane. But anywho, lads, this was a incredibly fun build. It took quite a few weeks for me to finally actually complete this video. So I do hope you enjoy, and if you did, please consider dropping a like. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for me, you leave it in the comment section below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, I, your Lord Commander, implores you to strike the old subscribe button and to ring the bell of notification so that you may stay up to date on all of our newest uploads. But until next time, my loyal knights, always, always, always remember, honor and service, glory and sacrifice, and this is the way. And I, your Lord Commander, will see you in the next battle. Goodbye.